If there's one thing that Fallout has taught us over the years, it's that mashing and blasting your foes into a million tiny pieces is unrivaled in its ability to put a smile on your face. Fallout 4 is no exception, and there are plenty of enemies for you to sink your barbarian axe into while you're out and about. But with such a plethora of creatures and characters in the wasteland, how do you make sure that you can come out on top every time? Fortunately for you, we here at Xbox On have seen plenty of action in the Commonwealth, and we thought it was high time we shared some of our top takedown tips, which will have you cartwheeling raiders across rooftops in no time. It sounds kinda obvious, but if you can't tell a Radroach from a Deathclaw, you're not going to have the best time. Consider the caliber of opponent you are up against and plan accordingly. Large enemies will generally take a lot of punishment, so rushing in swinging your best rolling pin around might not be in your best interest. When in the weapons section of your Pip-Boy, hit RB over several weapons you deem fit for the cause to add them to your favourites menu, giving you easy access during intense fights. Keep a variety of health items and weapons on you at all times to deal with random enemy encounters out in the wasteland. If you're heading somewhere specific, then think in advance about what kind of enemy you might be up against. Areas riddled with meat bags, for example, will undoubtedly be home to a gang of super mutants, whilst riverbeds and other water sources are likely to be crawling with Mirelurks. Also, take note that enemies that have a skull by their health bar indicate a huge challenge and should probably be avoided until you're stronger. We all know that VATS is quite literally a lifesaver, with its time-slowing, accuracy-enhancing abilities getting us out of a jam on a regular basis. But used to its full potential, it can seriously hamper an opponent's ability to deal damage to you. Take a look at what your opponents are wielding and use this to your advantage. Cripple an arm if they have a gun of some sort to severely lower their accuracy, or go for the legs if they have a melee weapon to prevent them from getting anywhere near you. Some enemies have unique areas you can target for various effects, such as a Rad Scorpion's stinger. Cripple this and it will lose its poison effect. Also try the right arm of a super mutant suicider. One bullet here causes the explosive he's carrying to detonate and, well, you can figure out the rest. Also Marcy's head. That's a great place to aim for.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful.
As we've already said, knowing your enemy is the first step in dealing with them, so the next is to learn what weapons are most efficient at finishing them off. Some enemies like feral ghouls are completely resistant to radiation damage, so you won't get far wielding the gamma gun. Instead, enemies such as ghouls and raiders are quite susceptible to damage from 10mm rounds. Weapons such as the Fat Man or missile launcher will also offer a splash damage bonus when used on groups of enemies, depending on how accurate your shot is. Most beneficial of all is sneak damage, offering a double damage bonus for hits of unaware opponents. If hidden, take your time to line up the most damaging shot possible. If your bar changes to caution, enemies will sense your presence, but you will still have the opportunity to land a sneak shot if you're quick enough. Trial and error is key for working out your opponent's weaknesses, although you can invest in the awareness perk to see your opponent's damage resistances in VATS and plan your attacks to suit. Whilst it's always nice saving ammo by lamping your foes with your rather terrifyingly modded baseball bat, you will often find it better to hang back until you know what your adversary is capable of. Named enemies such as Swan here are often a much more powerful variant of their species, so the ability to hightail it if the need arises is pretty essential. In fact, getting to know your environment before a confrontation can help you find good vantage points to attack enemies from, and discover strong areas in which to lay out traps. Scoping the battleground from a distance is great for doing all of this before a confrontation, and with the right equipment may mean you'll be able to down an enemy before they even know what hit them. If stuck in a confined area or keeping back isn't an option, then study your opponent's movement and attack style so that you know when to be behind cover and when to push the attack. Whilst you may have the ability and the armory to deal with any creature that crosses your path, it can get a little dull. I mean, see one set of eyeballs pop out of an enemy's skull and you've seen them all, right? If you want to spice things up a bit or just want an easier, more creative way of dishing out death on those you distrust, then why not try some pickpocketing? Raise your pickpocket perk to level 2 and you can sneak up behind unsuspecting enemies, place a grenade in their inventory and revel as they disappear in several directions. If you prefer the silent approach, consider investing in the Mr. Sandman perk, which lets you instantly kill someone in their sleep without raising an alarm to any other enemies that might be around. And finally, for the adventurous bunch out there, make yourself a bottle cap mine and hitch it to an exploding vehicle such as a car. As soon as an attacking enemy walks nearby, target the mine with VATS and simply sit back and watch the light show. Disclaimer, this might not be economic if you plan to loot them afterwards. So those were just a few helpful hints to get you racking up the kills. Were there any we missed, or have you got your own battle plans? Let us know in the comments down below, drop a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Fallout 4 goodness right here on Xbox On. See you next time, bye!